Pisces, Pisces. Hang in there, Pisces. Don't give up. You got this. That's your advice straight off the bat. So we have the 10 of Wands, and have a look. We have a 10 of Wands here. Everyone's overburdened. I get it. I get the sense that a lot of this is that kind of bloody constipated energy that's been around. Have you guys felt it? That nothing is shifting. It's just kind of like, almost like we're moving in like molasses, kind of slow energy. But the 10 of Wands coming up, it's been a burden for sure for you guys. You know, it's just, you're overburdened with commitments, responsibilities. There's been a lot to take on. But this is the week that you drop this burden. Because it's coming up as your underlying, and it's a 10. That's the completion of that cycle. You're ready to put it down. Now, what I always say with this guy is that he's willingly carrying that burden. And people don't like to hear that. Because they're like, well, Jay, I don't have a choice. Well, firstly, I believe we always have a choice. And, you know, we always have a choice. It may not be the best choice. We may not have a physical choice, because that's what people think. But we have a choice as to how we deal with that, how we go through that situation. And that's this. So for whatever reason, and why would you not? Why would you not carry this burden? Because you started off with the Ace of Wands, right? You started off with the Ace of Wands, something that you were excited about, enthusiastic about, and you took it all the way to completion. So you're not, you know, there's no blame here. Of course you're going to carry it. But at some point, it became a burden. Now it's time to drop it. It's time to start something new, actually. You've got a new cycle coming in there. Whatever it is. Wands are about our passions, our creativity. It's the energy that we put out into the world. And it kind of feels like you're exhausted. I'll say that. You are absolutely knackered. You're exhausted. We have the King of Swords here. But he knows his truth. I think there's a decision. Usually when I see the King or Queen of Swords, it's implied that there are decisions that need to be made. But they're the best people to make them. They know. They can detach from their emotions, and they can make them. And you have a look. You have 3 Swords cards and 3 Wands. No Pentacles, no Cups. And I mean, for me, Wands, it's coming from a heart place too, but in a different ways, less emotional and more about passions, the energy that we're putting out there, right? Obviously we feel excitement. I think even when we have a thought, we have a feeling about that thought. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or someone who has those kinds of traits. Now, if this is you, the thing I'll say with the King of Swords, he's very intelligent, able to debate, very knowledgeable. He knows so much. You know, he absolutely knows so much. However, he can be emotionally detached. He can be emotionally detached. And that can be difficult sometimes. And so if you're dealing with someone like this, it kind of feels like you've taken on that energy as well. That if they don't give a shit, why should I? It's that kind of energy. It's a burden. And I think that's a way of putting the burden down. Because some people look at this, it doesn't have to be a literal burden. It's just where everything's become too much. There's too much on your plate. It's like, I don't want to deal with this. That's the 10 of Wands. I've done it. I've done as much as I could. I've completed that cycle, but I'm ready to drop this. So you either are the King of Swords, whereas you're kind of laying down the law. I always feel with him, he's just about to like drop that sword, and that's it. That's final. It's done. Once he decides it, it's done. There could be an advisor or a consultant. Of course, he can be that kind of energy, someone who gives you great advice on what to do. But I feel like it's your energy. And it may be because you're dealing with someone like that who's being emotionally detached. It's very telling. When a sign like Pisces, all they have are swords and wands, and they're reading like, what's going on, right? Why is this? Well, because of the 7 of Swords. Now, the reason I was saying, why would someone look at the King of Swords? He's all about the truth. He's true to his word. It's an oath. He will stand by his oath. He will stand by his word. He does what's right for everyone. He's a king, right? They take care of people. This is a liar, cheater, deceiver, whatever you want to call it. Now, sometimes we do that to ourselves. But if there's been a situation that you've been in where you haven't, sometimes we do that. It might be really crap, or it might even be really good. It doesn't have to be crap all the time. It might be really good, but we're not fully ready to see what, come out of the shadows and into the light to kind of really explore it. This can be that. But with the King of Swords coming out, that's a great counter to that. And this could be last week, last month, last year. It feels like something is going on. Some lies may have come out. If this is someone that lied to you, they're now telling you the truth. But obviously, if they lied in the past and you're like thinking, well, whatever. This could be someone who they just left. This could be someone who escapes a situation. They just leave in the middle of the night. Someone who just goes, like, I'm out, I'm done. Leave a situation. Look at the way he's creeping away, right? But he's looking at the King of Swords, and that might have been, usually when they leave like that, it's because they don't want to face the truth. If this is that person, it feels like they want to face the truth now. And it's a general reading, so the energies can go both ways. And I'm going to cough 1 second. So sorry, Pisces, I'll be wheezing through the rest of your reading. Now, whatever this situation was, this could have been a theft, this could have just been something going on in secret, you were hiding something, or something the other person was. Everything's out in the open now. The King of Swords there. Now, you may need a minute. Now, I will say this, if this is a relationship reading for you, this turned into one hell of a relationship, as in, not in the greatest way either. There's more like it became a burden. Like, there were secrets going on. Maybe some harsh words had to be said, because he will just straight up say it. And maybe there was a break. Like, this is temporary. This can be a temporary separation in a relationship. This could just be you know, you just need a break. If you've had a lot of stress, a lot of burdens on you, this could be a spa day. This can be recovery after the flu. I mean, I had a 4 of Swords day yesterday where I was getting over my cough. So, you know, that can be where you just rest in mind, body and spirit. I don't want to fight anymore. That's the 4 of Swords. I'm just done. I'm putting down my weapons for today. This warrior is going to get patched up. That's what the 4 of Swords says. And it feels like you may need a break. You might just detach yourself this week and just kind of meditate, right? Or get back in your own energy, or see what the lay of the land is. But what I love about this is yes, I do love this about it. What I love about this energy coming up here is it's underneath the 10 of Wands. So he's very free. He's gotten rid of whatever that was. Removes that, drops that burden, and now is able to take a break. Now, for some of you, if this has been work, and work has been this crazy, take some days off this week. You might have already planned a vacation this week. Just, you know, staying in your PJs all day and just chilling out. There's that energy here but we can do the 4 of Swords without actually having to remove ourselves from the situation. You know how it is. I've been like that. You just go quiet and you don't really want to, you don't interact. No one's energy really affects you and you're not really putting anything out there. I am getting a big thing about communication that's coming up. And this feels like someone who kept secrets. This feels like someone who wants to talk. And this feels like someone who is like, well, I need to think about this, then I'll be ready to talk. Someone's not ready to talk yet. But you know, the most amazing thing happens. And I said this to air signs today. So you're dealing with an air sign, or you've got air placements. I said this to air signs this morning, and it's Saturday as I'm recording this. Sometimes when we get that exhausted, when we're that knackered, you know, we've just been battling on and on and on. It's not about giving up. We don't have to give up. We just need a nap, or we need a break, or we need to take a rest, right? Get our energies back, and then we're okay, we're good. But sometimes when we get like that, it's just like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to deal with this. But you can. With the King of Swords is very powerful energy, especially to deal with the truth, to communicate. But it just feels like communication is a big issue at the moment. It changes. You have the Ace of Wands coming up. If you can take this break, it's amazing. As soon as you get that rest, as soon as you get that break from whatever this crap is that's been going on, you get the Ace of Wands. This is something new passion, new creativity, a new cycle that begins for you. Now, I kind of think I kind of get the sense that you'll know better what to do with this time, because don't forget, you started this once before with the 10 of Wands. You've completed that cycle now, because it goes from the Ace to the 10. But you'll know, because it became a burden before. Maybe you'll know better this time, right? This can be second chances. This can be that reigniting the fire, especially in a relationship. I don't see this as someone that you broke up with. Although this could be someone that left, but you kind of still being in you kind of know, like, it's not, I'm getting the sense that this won't be a surprise to anyone. You kind of know this energy, that you've had this kind of not on again, off again, but like communication issues and that kind of thing coming up. And it's getting to a point now where there's some serious conversations that need to be had, but you need your energy back first, because the 10 of Wands doesn't have to be the relationship itself, if it's a relationship. And this could be for work, right? It feels like even at work, you have to put on a strong front and say, well, I don't like this. This is not what I think. It's that kind of energy. But you need a break first, so please take that time for yourself. That changes everything. The break changes everything. And you can start something new. This could be a new project. This could be a new relationship, reigniting the fire. The fire comes back within you, and that's the main thing. Because here I think it was you were getting consumed by the fire. It's like, this is too much. But here it's like the spark, of creativity's back, or passion, whatever it is. Now your advice is the 9 of Wands. And this is that exhausted feeling. The exhausted feeling. Like, have a look at this guy, especially with the Ace of Wands stood right next to it, and the 10 of Wands here. I'm gonna tell you this, Pisces. All the shit that you're carrying, dump all of it except that one wand. If you're taking on too much work, if you've got too many responsibilities, if there's too much going on in the relationship, please just keep the one wand that matters, because that's what he's holding on to, right? The ivy's growing up that's the one that he wants. The rest are just there. Because they might be blocking out other stuff. And I kind of feel like, because it's Saturn, I mean, I don't usually see that in the 9 of Wands, but I do when it's Saturn right next to the Ace of Wands, because that's the one that he seems to be holding on to. And whatever the ace is potential for a new beginning, right? You might have more than one option. There might be loads of things. Obviously, there are lots of things on your plate. But the one that gets you the most excited, the one that you're the most passionate about. But you won't know that. You won't know what that is unless you take this break. It's crucial. This is crucial. This downtime is crucial for you. Whether it's like, you're exhausted in mind, body, spirit, whatever it is, it feels crucial. I'm actually going to pull one just for... Yeah, it's the past. It's this. That's why I was... If 6 of Cups is nostalgia, looking back at the past, but this is where we make our peace with the past. It's now a happy memory. Even the worst thing, it's not painful anymore. It doesn't hurt us. And whatever this was, you're looking back at this. Wow. This could be something. I mean, maybe this is why you need a break, because this might have happened ages ago. But if there's something new that's coming in, maybe you were deceived at work, maybe in a relationship this happened, whatever this represents for you, right? And there might be someone new coming in, because the contrast is huge. He doesn't lie. This person does. This guy's all upfront with what he knows, and he'll tell you everything. This person hides in the shadows. It's not the same situation. So it may be that, whatever situation you're in now, it's reminding you of a time from the past, but it's not the same. It's not the same. Things have changed. You've changed. And it may be that you're just too exhausted to see that. You know what? It just feels like another thing on your plate. You're like, I just don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. It's not the same thing. Love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving all of the wonderful things that life has to offer. Hell yeah. But I want you to think of this also. The King of Swords, the Queen of Swords as well, they're very authentic. They speak their truth. They speak their truth. And I get the sense, even if you've taken a break, this could be no communication, right? Think about what you want to say, because there has to be a conversation here. That's the way this progresses. I mean, there doesn't have to be. You have free will. You can just say, I don't want to deal with this. And I think that's what happened in the past. Somebody just left. It's not about just leaving the situation this time. It's different. It's a different situation. It's asking you to hold on to that wand. There can be a new start in this, a new beginning, a new cycle that begins. I mean, obviously, you know what's best for you. If your situation is dangerous, or this person is a liar, cheater, whatever, then obviously you don't want to keep that person around. But the 6 of Cups is nostalgia. This is beautiful, and it's just a return to innocence. And that's what this feels like. So you'll know that. The people that this message is for, you'll know that. Why do you feel like you're running out of time, or that time's a pressure? TikTok talks about timelessness, divine timing. I very much believe, I don't believe like the past, present, future, all of this stuff. I think sometimes we can overwhelm ourselves with that kind of thinking. All that matters is right now, what you're doing in this moment. And it's okay. Maybe that's what it's telling you about the 4 of Swords, that you might not want to take a break. You might think, well, I have to keep doing this. I have to deal with this. I've got all this shit on me. But it's like, no, you'll actually be more productive. You'll get a fresh idea. For some of you, this is a eureka moment. There's some new kind of inspiration that comes in from somewhere. That's pretty formidable. Having that kind of knowledge and the Ace of Wands here, this is a eureka moment where you're inspired by something to do something. But you have to take that break. This is fresh energy comes in, and it's counterintuitive, because you think, when I've got so much to do, how can I take a break? If you do, it kind of resets the energy almost. So whenever I see TikTok, it kind of has that implication that, you know, people feel under pressure for time. I need to do it. If I don't do it now, you know, when's this going to happen? That kind of energy. Everything always happens when it needs to. You know, just because we want something doesn't mean that it's the best thing for us in that moment, right? Take the time that you need, Pisces, because you've been through a lot. You've got the 9 of Wands and the bloody 10 of Wands. Dear you, the simple yet powerful law of cause and effect means everything is in a relationship. Every action on earth has a consequence, and even in the spirit world, there is a consequence for every action taken on your behalf. Right now, you're facing conditions that were set in motion by past decisions, by whatever this was. Consequences are coming into being in your favor. They will remind you that making good choices and listening to your intuition pay off. If some things are a little off and uncertain, know that whatever you are facing, you can step beyond it just by using your imagination and acting on that instead of reacting to what is being presented. Everything you think and do has far-reaching reverberations in the web of life. Move to higher ground and have faith that what goes around comes around. The universe is always self-correcting anyway. Isn't that amazing? How we adore you. What a beautiful message to get with this reading. And you can almost imagine that he is off meditating. Imagine he's like, I don't have this. I don't have this kind of burden. And I know it sounds very simplistic. And I'm not one of those people that I don't believe in just slapping a smile on something. But I do believe in taking rest and taking breaks when we need them. And we all need that sometimes, Pisces. And it feels like you do. Even if it's just to remember that you're a person who's worth love. If that you're a person who's worth the truth. That you are a person in your own right and you can speak your truth, right? And to get that inspiration that sets you moving forward into a new beginning. Aces are always the opportunities for a new beginning.